Hey guys, what's up? This is Bella here from Earth Angel Restorative Therapy and Healing. I'm here with another weekly reading, I should say. Thank you so much to all those that have liked, subscribed, and have watched the videos and have engaged with the videos. So this week I'm going to be picking up cards from all different kinds of decks. If you guys need to know the names of any decks, you can just let me know. The reading is going to be from tomorrow, July 22nd, through Saturday, the 28th. I've already prayed and shuffled the cards. Let's get right into it. So, let's see. So I'm just going to start picking some cards. Ooh. You'll notice why I am smiling in a little bit, because these cards are talking. How is everybody? How has everybody's month been? I think I'm going to be doing live readings. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet. I want to do it on Facebook and Instagram, but I don't know. I don't want to spread myself too thin. I do have like an actual job outside of this, and I don't want to spread myself too thin and not give the best quality that I can give. But I'm thinking of doing either a Facebook Live or a Instagram Live, where people can just jump on and it's kind of like a community thing, and I just offer some intuitive healing or intuitive insights into a situation that they inquire about, my people who view it and follow it. And I want it to be kind of a combination of what I've learned, in the courses that I've taken, the certifications that I've taken, the life coaching, spiritual coaching, and things like that, in addition to actual cards. So I will be starting that, I want to say next month. Also, I decided to do, now that my healing space, my office space is set up for the most part. There's just some small stuff that I want to do. It's very bare, as you can see, but it is set up so that I can at least give healing sessions. So for those, it's actually located in Fall River, Massachusetts. So for those in Rhode Island or in the Massachusetts area that can make it out to Fall River, I'm offering 15% off of your first session with me in anything. And you can visit my website, www.earthangelrth.com. And the promo code for that is first session. Those two words together, no spaces. I don't think caps matter, but yeah, check that out. I'm really excited to open up my healing space to everybody. And let's get into it. If you do want to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, I believe my Facebook name, I'll link it below, but my Facebook name should be my full name, Earth Angel Restorative Therapy and Healing. And then my Instagram name is the same as my website, Earth Angel RTH. So go check that out, go follow me, and next month I'm going to either do it weekly or bi-weekly. I just want to make sure that I am not spreading myself too thin. All right, so the main card for the week is the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. So we're dealing with very physical things, this isn't something, the Two of Pentacles, like I said, is about something in the physical world. It's not mental, it's not emotional, it's not spiritual, something tangible, something that you can hold, taste, touch, something. And it's about, I want to say it's almost like, you know how I just said spreading myself too thin? Sorry about that. It's something along those lines. You have these two things in your life, 2 or 3 things that you want to get to, that they're pressing. For a lot of people, I'm feeling very much career-wise, and I can definitely relate to this. But 2 things or 3 things that you're dividing your time between, and you're not sure how to balance. The number 2 is all about balance. And as you can see, this guy, I don't know, this guy, he's on one foot. He's trying to balance these 2 pentacles that he has. So it's kind of like these 2 pentacles are going in either direction, I feel like, and he's going in either direction. And and I'm almost getting the Chariot vibes, like what in your life is pulling you in different directions, and it can create a stir in your life. I'm called to the waves in the back, and for me that's about emotions. So I feel that whatever this physical thing in your life, these physical things in your life that's pulling you in different directions, since you're not sure how to balance, it's causing emotional dips. And I'm feeling for some that also has to deal with the planetary astrological influences as well. But even if the astrology, the moons and all that isn't making you cuckoo, I feel that these physical things that are pulling you in different directions are creating sometimes emotional upheaval, because you're not sure. You're just not sure. It's not, I feel that there's a period for most where it is going to calm down. However, you're struggling to find that balance right now. And that's what the current situation is. So for most, it's going to be about careers, because pentacles are related to money, finances that can be associated with, your physical careers. However, pentacles are just about physical things. So this can be people. This can be relationships, physical relationships. This can be partners, like career partners. You have a few different partners that you don't know which one to sign a contract with. But right now, the situation is the lack of balance in your life. And maybe not knowing how to balance. Maybe that could be trying to find your balance. And so it's funny. It's just so funny, because the next card we have is balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So I feel like this card is saying, don't worry so much about the imbalances. And I know that sounds weird, but the more that you focus on the fact that you're imbalanced, the more that you're going to perpetuate that and continue that. So it's more of focus on the fact that you know that you will find it. Believe that you will find it. Ask for the assistance necessary. Ask your higher self. Ask the angels. Ask Jesus. Ask God. Whoever it is that you pray to. And know that this balance, whatever situation you're dealing with right now, you called it to you. So in the same aspect, you can call to you the balance necessary. Know that maybe this situation is necessary in order to bring you the balance that you need, right? Maybe there's a lesson here that you needed to learn that's going to bring you the balance. Maybe you didn't know how to find balance, and this situation will help you learn how to find the balance. Because sometimes we don't learn things unless we're cornered into a corner, unless we're pushed into a corner. So the next card is, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. Again, sometimes we don't know the blessings in a situation until after it's gone and we've gone through it and we've had to learn. So a lot of you are feeling like it's unbearable. You don't know how you're going to get through this situation because you have 300 things that are pulling you all in different directions, and you have deadlines, you have things that you need to accomplish. You don't know how. You don't see a way forward. All you're focusing is trying to not spiral out of control. But is it motivated by fear? Ask yourself. Are you holding on to these things or some things that you don't need, but you're holding on to them just because of fear? You have to ask yourself that. Everything, all energy should be like an ebb and flow, and it shouldn't ever be too chaotic. And if it is too chaotic, there's something there that you've needed to look at, to see from a different perspective, a higher perspective, one that isn't based on fear, victimization, anger, hatred, all that stuff. So try to look at it from a higher perspective. Did you call this to you, or did your higher self call this to you because you needed to learn something? Maybe it's you needed to realize how much fear you have because you feel like if I let one of these pentacles go, then I'm not going to have enough money. I'm not going to have the right people by me. I'm going to let people down. Ask yourself these things. And don't be afraid to talk about it. Don't be afraid to seek help. Don't be afraid to speak up. What I'm sensing is a lot of people in this situation are keeping this. Maybe you don't want to cause any. You don't want to cause any discord amongst you, maybe your friends, your family. And so you're keeping it bottled in, and you don't know that this, speaking out about it, seeking help, go to a spiritual teacher, a spiritual counselor that'll help you figure this out by yourself, because you already have the answers. Maybe that's what's needed before you can communicate, what's going on around you to others. Also, communicate with yourself, pen to paper, videos, or however you, what's the word that I'm looking for? whatever relaxes your mind, where you're able to kind of de-stress. Have you done this with yourself? Do you really know, you may see things from the outside perspective, but from the inner perspective, the higher perspective, are you really seeing things clearly? Because maybe this is kind of like I just pictured like a slingshot, like you're being brought backwards, right? By having all these things come up in your life, all these things that are throwing you in so many different directions. My bills are, due and I can't pay them, and my son has this hospital bill that I just got that I just can't afford, and now my car is broken down, or vice, it can be the same thing career-wise. I'm very comfortable in this job, even though I hate it, but the money's nice, and this career opportunity, I just have to put the numbers in because I don't know if I can afford this, and then this bill is due. And so I just pictured a slingshot, like these things are happening, and you feel like you're going backwards, but it's meant to like push you forward and advance you like you've never advanced before. And then we have another balance card. So safe to say, either these things are requiring you to step into balance with who you are. I mean, it definitely is, but maybe these things are necessary in order to bring you the balance that you need. So this card, I just want to read it. It says, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time, there's no need to rush. I want to talk about take everyone's input into consideration and merge viewpoints to create a better solution. What does that require, though? That requires you to speak up. That requires you to actually seek help or seek help. To talk about these things to somebody. And when you do ask for help, make sure that this is what suits you. And maybe that's what you need to merge people's viewpoints so that it caters to your own situation, your way forward. Because through that, that's how you're going to find that silver lining that's going to get you forward. And I'm also just drawn to take your time. Take your time. Feel your way into this balance, and that's going to bring you out of the situation. Because through this period, like I said, it's just going to bring you forward in ways that you've never thought of. Through the struggle that you're going through right now, you're going to use this struggle and it'll help you in the future, and that's how you'll be able to move forward, to help others, to get that contract, to get that job, to get that relationship, partnership that you're looking for. And then the last card we have is Moonlight. And what I'm feeling with this card is moonlight rituals is what I'm sensing. I forget right now, I'm having a total brain fart, but if it's the new moon or the full moon, that's when you write things down that you want to release, burn them, or bury them into the ground, let Gaia take your worries, and mentally intend it to be so. Some of you are more, what's it called? Well, not vulnerable, but the moonlight, not the moonlight, the moon and the astrological cycles affect others more so than, you know, people that you may know, or, you know, some people are more affected than others. And so if you find that you're one of them, take the time to do that. Write things down that you want to release and burn them, bury them, intend them to be let go of. And do that for a few cycles. I feel that for a lot of you, doing that process, you're going to learn something. There's an owl here, and owls, you know, with wisdom. There's something that you're going to learn from doing that process. But again, I want to say, take your time. Don't rush into, you know, trying to find the answer right now. I don't know why I was just drawn to the moon cycles. This is just a cycle that you're going through, and it'll take some time to get out of it. But as you're in this cycle, there are things that you need to learn. It's kind of like school. You know, if there's a chapter that you learn, you can't go on to the next chapter unless you study and pass the test. And so I just feel that this is a cycle that was brought to you so that you can learn something from. And you're not going to be able to move forward until you learn what it is that you have to learn. Maybe for some it is balance. You need to learn how to balance. You need to learn how to balance all these things that are going on around you. But use the moon cycles, because that will help some people. Maybe it's the physical, you know, releasing by burning or burying that will help people move forward. Yeah, that's awesome. So if you guys enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, please like it, please subscribe. Now that I do have my healing space, I do want to, like I said, start going live and offer some small little live sessions, nothing too crazy. Maybe I'm thinking every other week. So again, if you haven't followed me on my other social media pages, please do so, and I'll have them on the link in the description box below. So until next week, guys, I hope that you guys have an awesome week filled with lots of love and light, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.